I'd like to show you a really quick, easy greens dish that utilizes some wild fennel. This recipe is so quick and so easy. Our daughter Iris invented this recipe when she was 5 years old. This is some wild fennel that I picked along the river. You can see it has a feathery kind of texture in the leaf, and it has a very distinctive fragrance. One way to identify it is by the smell. It has kind of a licorice or anise flavor and smell. We're also using some green onion or scallion and some Chinese cabbage. These green onions I'm going to cut in large pieces. So I put the tip of the knife in the white part of the onion and split it. And then cut these into about 1.25 inch pieces. Very fast and easy to cut. Set those aside. And the fennel, I'm going to mince in fine pieces. So anytime you're cutting something that is fine like this, you can roll it. Some parsley or cilantro, and then cut small pieces. Smells so fresh. When you're getting ready to cut Chinese cabbage, first trim off the end. That's where the root was attached. Then stand the head on end and cut through the core. And just take your fingers and pull this apart. Makes it very easy. For this particular dish, this looks like a nice amount of cabbage. So flip it over, cut back with the tip of your knife. I'm not cutting through the core. That's one reason this dish is so quick, because it's very fast chopping. So you can see this core here holds these strips together. Turn it sideways. Cut off the leafy part. I'm going to push that aside a little bit. This part is a little bit more dense. So cut through here. And this becomes unstable. So turn it flat on its face and cut around the core in little smaller pieces. So we have the leafy part, we have the white part, and we have this harder core. I'm going to take the core and slice in thinner slices. And you can see they're laying down, and I just matchstick this. Because it's so dense, this takes a little bit longer to cook. I'm using a fairly high heat for this because it's a quick sauté. So I'm going to add some sesame oil to the pan. I'll add the white part of the scallion. This part's a little thicker, so it takes just a little bit more heat to cook it. Next, I'm going to add the core that was chopped smaller. Give that a quick stir. Next, the lower part of the cabbage, the white part that's of the leaf that's thicker, a little sturdier than the top leafy part. Next, I'll add the top part of the green onion. And then the leafy part of the Chinese cabbage. This will shrink as it cooks. Turn the heat up higher now. And last but not least, the minced wild fennel. And a drizzle of soy sauce. Put the lid on the pot and cook for about 45 seconds. It's been about 45 seconds. You can see it's wilted. It smells delicious. Some of the pieces are a little bit more raw than I want. I'll cook it just a few more seconds. But you can see it looks very fresh and green. So this is finished. I'll put this in a serving bowl. This juice is delicious too. The flavor of the Chinese cabbage and the green onions.